Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back here down at the corner with your Almond Delights. And this week, we will begin our read of The Kingdom by yours truly, Mr. McShakie. You guys go over to Amazon.com and download your books today or purchase the paperback, whichever one you decide. But go over also to his YouTube channel, McShakie Live, and subscribe. You guys check the description box below for all of the links that you will need to download your book as well as to subscribe to his channel. Also go over to Instagram.com and follow him there. Y'all, we about to start reading. Let's see what it's gonna be about. Get your mugs and sip slow. We over here reading, y'all. Hello, how are you guys doing? And welcome back to another episode of Almond Delights Reading Corner. I am your girl, Miss Almond Brown 09. First and foremost, please let me know if the sound is good because I couldn't hear it over here on this end. So let me know if y'all can hear. If y'all can hear me. Hold on. Okay. I had to hear it. I had to listen for myself because I couldn't hear it over here. But anyways, welcome back to our Monday night read down here at the corner. So we will continue our read of The Kingdom, honey, by Mr. McShakie himself. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful start to your work week or a wonderful start to your weekend for those of you that only work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So yes, we're gonna get started. But to reiterate what happened last week, so we know Athena has gotten Apollo to try to play Ares. So they kidnapped Ares and got Ares out of the way. So now they're about to introduce Apollo into the scene to see what it is that child. I don't know what he about to do, but Athena was getting all chummy with what is his name, Marvin. And we know that Marvin done did something with Artemis, honey, the little baby girl. We gonna try to see because honey, he told him he wanted to he wanted to put his mouth on her. Okay, she said, we ain't gonna sleep together. He said, I don't want that. I'm trying to eat something. Okay. So you guys, we are going to get started we are on chapter 14 already. First and foremost, or second or third, disclaimer. Okay, heavy on a disclaimer. There will be some cussing. It might be some hunching and some licking and some things like that, but we all grown, so just clutch your invisible pearls. Do what you got to do, but I want y'all to enjoy this read, okay? Because I know it's about to get good. Anyways, hey y'all! Shout out to the Almond Delights. Shout out to the members. Thank y'all for being here. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna read. Apollo stepped off the elevator and took a deep breath. He was alone, but Vanessa was watching his every move. He set on his mind that he could get through this. He had to. He studied everything and practiced all that he could. Now he was ready to be Ares. At least that is what he tried to convince himself as he entered the party. Mr. King, could I have a quick word for you? Said a man he did not recognize walking toward him. Sure, Apollo replied, to place the face with the pictures he had studied. He had a near photographic memory and was almost certain that it has not no one that Athena had went over with him. I was wondering if I could discuss some business with you. Pertaining to what, Mr. Apollo guided? McNair, Dr. Caleb McNair. I'm a friend of your sister's. We met earlier tonight? Caleb answered, thinking Ares was seriously drunk or had the worst memory in the world. Ah, yes, Dr. McNair. What can I do for you? Apollo replied, trying to play it off. I was thinking of investing in your company and was wondering, since you are the CEO now, if I could possibly meet with you sometime to discuss your vision for King Enterprises before I invest. Well, Dr. McNair, Apollo hesitated. I have personally reviewed the financials for King Enterprises and feel it is a sound investment with a high potential for growth. Currently, the profit projection is low, but King Enterprises should exceed revenue projections for this fiscal year, making it a hot pick for anyone wishing to diversify their portfolio. Apollo, being a business major, automatically answered before he realized that was much more him than Aries. Caleb stood there looking at him awkwardly, and Apollo picked up on it. But look, you could just set up a meeting by calling the office. I have to go meet with someone. You heard me? Apollo then turned around and walked off, wondering if Caleb noticed his nervousness. Caleb was making a phone call when Apollo looked over his shoulder at Caleb on his walk away. He remembered that his fail-safe was that nobody knew he existed. Anyone thinking something was wrong would quickly dismiss the thought because they would naturally believe what their eyes saw. Apollo entered the main corridor and was stopped again. I always knew you were a 1 minute man, said Don. Apollo breathed a sign of relief. He knew her. The pictures didn't do her any justice. Her body was stacked, and he at the moment understood why Ares was infatuated with her. What? Your whore couldn't hang? Asked Don, walking past him. I guess not, he reluctantly replied, not knowing what she was talking about, but excited that she thought he was Aries. Then came the roaring applause. The MC welcomed New Orleans Mayor C. Ray Nagin to the podium. Mayor Ray Nagin was a popular New Orleans politician. He was tall and light-skinned with a bald head. He was a colorful character and won many on the King payroll. First tonight is bittersweet. While the charity we are gathered here is a very important one, we also remember one of our city's most distinguished citizens, and my friend, Wyatt King, is fighting for his life. Ray Nagin spoke, the crowd applauded. Zeus, as he was affectionately known, did more for this city than whatever expected of him. Rebuilding houses after Hurricane Katrina, donating millions to local charities, employing thousands of local workers, and giving excessively to local schools, Zeus was a class act, and he did love the kids. The crowd let out a hearty laugh as the mayor brought to mind the generous side of Zeus. That's why I'm proud to announce the rededication of Kaminsky Park in Mid-City on Monday. I'm inviting you all to be a part of the Wyatt King Park opening and ribbon cutting this Monday afternoon. The crowd erupted in applause. The mayor had just announced that he was naming one of the city's most scenic parks after Zeus. Now, for the reason we are gathered here tonight, for over 10 years, the King Scholarship through the King Foundation has sent thousands of young inner city kids to college, giving them opportunities they may have never gotten. This year is too different, and thanks in part to your this year is no different, and thanks in part to your selfless sacrifices and donations, the King Foundation has had its best year ever. Tonight, it is my honor to announce that the grand total of your donations is $7.3 million. The crowd cheered and applauded. Yes, that will send a lot of disadvantaged young people to college. But before I could go, I'd like to be able to count on your support as I seek a second term this November. The crowd broke out in laughter as Ray Nagin couldn't give a speech without promoting his candidacy. Seriously, folks, without further delay, it is my privilege to introduce tonight's largest benefactor and son of the honoree, my friend, Mr. Aries King. The crowd gave Aries a standing ovation. The spotlight found Apollo, and he made his way to the stage. Once he got on the stage, he shook the mayor's hand and waved to the crowd as he approached the podium. I hope he does okay, said Athena, to no one in particular. Since when do you wish the best for Aries? I thought you two hated each other, asked Marlin. Athena quickly thought about it and did not respond. She just held his hand tighter, which was enough answer for him. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, began Apollo, and thank your guests for your generosity. I may be the largest donor, but without you, this foundation, this great cause, and this wonderful celebration would not be possible at all. It is because of you that gives those kids the opportunity. So please give yourselves a round of applause. The crowd did just that. With the tragedy that struck my father, there were worries about the future of King Enterprises and his family. Well, I'm here tonight to tell you that King Enterprises will be bigger and better than ever. The crowd applauded. They were scared that I was going to sell King Commercial Construction, and I want everyone to know tonight that this is not the case. I would like to announce its expansion and the fact that we are keeping those good paying jobs right here in the city of New Orleans, and we'll add more. The crowd cheered and clapped. Hold on, it gets better. It isn't a secret that I have a colorful rivalry with my sister Athena. The crowd lightly chuckled. Well, that rivalry is over. I am giving her the CEO position at King Enterprises. I will remain chairman of the board, and together we will usher in a new era for this family and this company. The crowd applauded and applauded as the spotlight found Athena, who waved and smiled. The crowd cheered as Apollo left the stage and walked up to Athena. He gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. The crowd then gave them a standing ovation. The MC then announced that it was time to get back to the party and welcome to the stage Nicki Minaj, who opened with her hit Moment for Life. That darn Athena. Artemis was leaving out of Drake's suite. She was totally proud of herself. She had just given him one of her meanest head jobs. To ensure he would never forget her, she made sure she swallowed every drop of the famous rapper. He had probably forgotten her already, but she didn't care. She was walking down the corridor on the way out when she ran into Athena. She stopped and looked at her sister and was totally in shock. She wasn't shocked by Athena, but who Athena was with. Hermana, I see you took my advice for once, Artemis said, checking out the man on Athena's arm. Artie, it isn't what it looks like, said Athena, blushing. I was hoping that it got to be exactly what it looks like, said Marlon. Artemis chuckled and Athena playfully elbowed him. Athena, ain't that wrong with a little dick every now and then? No strings attached? Loosen up. Live a little. Artemis instructed eyeing Marlon. She remembered the time she had with Marlon. Lil Dick, Marlon asked jokingly. Artemis, it's really not what it seems, Athena blushing. She's right. I'm just going to bless her with a little mouth, Marlon added. Oh, I can't believe you just said that, Athena blushed. Artemis cracked up, laughing, as did Marlon. Sis, that's all the better, Artemis interjected, smiling from ear to ear. Marlon, here's the sweet key. Please give me a moment to talk to my sister, Athena said, reaching into her purse and then handing Marlon the electronic key card. He winked at Artemis and made his way down the corridor. All right, Miss King, he is cute, fine, and he eats pussy. He's such a hot topic. What has gotten into you? Asked Artemis. Athena smiled. I don't know. I'm just happy right now. I guess everything seems just so perfect. I'm glad everything is going good for you, Artemis sighed. Artie, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Whatever it is, I didn't do it. Plus, I have somewhere to be. And you do have company waiting on you. I can't believe you want to fuss at me right now. Don't jump to conclusions, said Athena, reaching down into her purse. She pulled out an envelope. In this envelope are the papers attesting to the fact that you have met the criteria for Dad's living will. I've signed them and had them notarized. As executor of your trust, what that means is that I'm giving you your entire inheritance, every penny. By tomorrow, all $100 million will be transferred to your accounts and available for you to access. Ooh. Artemis squealed as she hugged Athena. She was jumping up and down like she had hit the lottery. Damn, girl, I don't know what Marlon's doing to you, but he needs to keep doing it. It isn't that, Artemis. I'm doing this for you because I need you to do one thing for me. Girl, for my millions, I'll do anything, Artemis replied, and they both giggled. What do you need? Forget the bank manager you met the other day. Never speak about him again. And since I'm the only one you told, don't tell anyone else about him. Forget Apollo Robinson ever existed. Apollo who? Asked Artemis, more concerned with her inheritance than any bank manager. She stared at the paperwork, thinking that Athena's request was sort of weird, but one that she could easily live with. She could care less about Apollo Robinson, and even forgot she told stories about it in front of Marlin. Thank you, Artemis, said Athena. I knew I could count on you. No, thank you. I'm on my way to New York to claim my throne as the fashionista, socialite, princess of the world. I will be the most popular and talked about Aries. Move over Paris and Kim. Athena laughed. That may be your calling, Artie. When you get your show and become a big celebrity, don't forget about us little people. I love you little people. I won't forget you. Artemis smiled and hugged Athena. I love you, Artie. But now I have to go and see if this Tom can make me a big celebrity. They both laughed and said their goodbyes. I swear that was the easiest cash I ever made. Tell your boss if there is anything I can do for y'all ever again, call me. The prostitute said after being used as Aries bait. The Kardashian lookalike counted her money. She rode passenger side in the Toyota Camry registered to Apollo Robinson. Vanessa was supposed to be driving her home. I'm sorry, but you won't be able to work for us or anyone else anymore, Vanessa said nonchalantly. Wait, what? Said the prostitute. You're about to enter in early retirement. Look, lady, the prostitute began with attitude as Vanessa's eagle aimed between her eyes. I got kids, sister. Please, I did the job. What's all this for? She pleaded for her life. You are a witness, Vanessa responded honestly. I won't tell a soul, I swear. I will take this to my grave. I know, Vanessa said, pulling the trigger. The gun was recently purchased and registered to Apollo Robinson. Vanessa tossed it on the dead body and then called Buster. Ready to begin phase two? She said into the phone. Affirmative, said Buster. I'll be at the apartment in 20 minutes. Copy, replied Buster. Then Vanessa heard the click. That fucking Athena has to be the baddest bitch on 2 feet. His plan is wicked, Vanessa thought to herself. Once outside the convention center, Artemis got in an Uber. She greeted him and drove off toward her destination. On the ride, she placed a call. Yes, I would like a flight from New Orleans International to JFK, she said to the operator. After booking her business class flight and paying for it with her Key Enterprise corporate card, she was informed that her flight would not leave until 8:15 the same morning. She thanked the representative and hung up. Artemis looked at the time on her phone. It was only 2:30 in the morning. Perfect, she thought to herself. Enough time to make one last stop. She placed another call, and when it was answered, she said, Open the door. I'm outside. She tipped the Uber driver $100 bill and exited her ride. Marlin had a true thug demeanor, but he was very sensual with Athena. He began by slowly kissing her neck and caressing her back. As he began removing her clothes, she felt goosebumps rising on her arm. It had been a while since a man had touched her that way. Marlin did not allow her to do any work as he removed her bra and began massaging her breasts. He gave her a preview of his tongue work by licking and nibbling each of her nipples. Athena was Athena was in only her black silk agent provocateur panties, and her body looked like heaven. Her dark pink nipples were at attention and her mound was moist. As Marlin worked her nipples, she moaned softly. The only thing to be heard was his licking and her heavy breathing. Marlin loved the taste of her silky skin. Marlin licked his way down her smooth body and made his way to her navel. He licked that too. He sat back and removed her panties, and to his delight, there she lay in splendid perfection. She was completely naked, and for a moment he stared at the completely clean shaven glory between her legs. It was a work of art in his opinion, and it was already dazzling. He intended to make it pour. Marlin dove in face first and spared no moment. He licked with a fever, gently nibbling at her clit. He held her by her waist as she began to squirm under his intense cunnilingus. He sucked and blew and maneuvered his tongue in every direction imaginable. Marlin, please, stop. No, don't stop. Marlin was all Athena could utter as she positioned her legs over his shoulders. Instinctively, she grabbed the back of his head, thrusting her pussy closer to his mouth, as if she were trying to suffocate him with her flesh. That was when she felt it. The light tingle in her inner thigh. The moment had come where she reached the mountaintop, the moment of climax. She arched her back and yelled out in pure ecstasy, "Oh, Marlin!" Athena just did not pour. She stormed as she released in a powerful and intense, long coming orgasm. She collapsed back on the bed. Marlin smiled in satisfaction, wiping her juices from his mouth. She wasted so good to him. She tasted so good to him. You like that, love? I don't think I can walk right now. That was amazing. I've been told I was a fool with it. Okay. I wonder if you are a fool with something else, she asked, crawling over to him and reaching to unbuckle his pants. I promise you, Mom, I'm a plumber. But we don't have to. I didn't do that for you to give me anything in return. Tonight, it's all about you, Marlon said, putting his game down. She smiled from ear to ear. She needed to hear that. From the sight of her, he was hooked. She was smart, powerful, sexy, and fearless. She really couldn't imagine a more bad bitch, and he had to have her as his own. She was the woman of his dreams. Baby, and scene. I need some air, honey. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back here down at the corner with your Almond Delights. And this week, we will begin our read of The Kingdom by yours truly, Mr. McShakie. You guys go over to Amazon.com and download your books today or purchase the paperback, whichever one you decide. But go over also to his YouTube channel, McShakie Live, and subscribe. You guys check the description box below for all of the links that you will need to download your book as well as to subscribe to his channel. Also go over to Instagram.com and follow him there. Y'all, we about to start reading. Let's see what it's gonna be about. Get your mugs and sip slow. We over here reading, y'all. I came back, child. Okay, so we back over here reading, y'all. Welcome back to Almond Delights Reading Corner, honey. Disclaimer: it's gonna be some cussing. It's gonna be some carryings on, honey. It's gonna be some of everything going on in this book, but I'm gonna give y'all the full essence of the book. So don't be looking at me all crazy when I take y'all to church on Sunday, okay? Chapter 15. So, you miss this loving that much, Mama Cat? Asked Eddie. He led Artemis into his apartment. Don't flatter yourself, she said, barging in. I just had to tell you this in person. Artemis had some minor feelings for Eddie. It was only since his sex game was on point, but she had to at least get the final word with him. She needed resolution. Where's all this attitude coming from? He asked, closing the door. Fuck you, she said happily. What? Asked Eddie, confused. You were blackmailing me, taking advantage of my situation and using me. You grimy. You foul. And you a bastard. Fuck you. I hate you. Artemis, we were both benefiting from this. You and I both know what's going on here. You act as if I'm cheating you. If you had to go to school and complete it, you never see a dime of your inheritance. Well, lucky for me, I don't have to finish school. I don't need you no more. Mi hermana transferred my money to me, so I don't need your broke conniving ass no more. Eddie smiled at her. To him, this only meant that he was getting paid much sooner than he initially thought. That's right, Puto. You can wipe that smirk right off your face, cause you and the chances of getting any of my coins just went right out the window, baby. She said, making a gone with the wind hand motion. Really? Eddie stated, more than asked. Yes, really. And newsflash, you can't fuck. I faked the orgasm. She said, attempting to insult his character. I'm on my way to New York to reign as a socialite princess that I am, adding famous to my resume of rich and sexy. You, on the other hand, are stuck down here with your miserable life, working 9 to 5 at your miserable job, a nobody. She waited for him to sulk, to gravel, to beg, or to get mad. She expected him to do anything but what he did. Eddie burst out laughing in her face. Vanessa surveyed Apollo's apartment. The job was excellently done. The prostitute's body was in the bed. The gun was purposely hidden, but obvious enough that any rookie cop could find it. Apollo's car had the blood and gore of the prostitute along with Apollo's fingerprints all over it. She wore gloves the whole time she was driving. She placed Janelle's purse and her driver's license in one of the dresser drawers as well. The plan was detailed and intricate, and Vanessa was in awe of it. She thought back on how she began working for Buster. He had saved her from a vicious pimp, and she began working as a lookout for him. She instantly moved up in the ranks, and now she was so close to her own territory, she could feel it. Her phone vibrated. It was from Buster's goons. They were outside, and she replied with instructions for them to bring the body inside. The final piece of the puzzle was complete. She took out Apollo's wallet, and she heard the signal knock on the door. She opened the door, and the goons walked in with the limp body of Ares King. Bring him in the bedroom, she ordered. As the goons dragged Ares into the bedroom, she put the wallet in his pocket. He was out cold. She looked around one more time. Everything was in order. It's time we made our exit. Vanessa and the two goons left the apartment, and once they were outside, she sent a text message to Buster letting him know she was done. New Orleans is a festive town, and they know how to keep the party going. So much so that almost 4 in the morning, the white party was still in full swing. The DJ was rolling a New Orleans bounce mix, and the crowd was in the thick of feeling it. Athena was grooving to the beat as well, but her mind was stuck with Marlon. He had sent her to another world. She had heard about younger men being able to put it down, and she wanted to experience it herself. Marlon did the right thing in leaving her wanting more. They exchanged numbers, and Marlon left the party, but her mind was still with him. Athena, I've been looking for you for the last hour, Apollo said, approaching her. I was at a private meeting, she let out. Is anything wrong? No, everything is right, he began. I can sense the reverence in people when I come around. I feel the respect. Women are literally throwing themselves at me.
Miley Cyrus even flirted with me before she left. I can see everything you said was true. I've never felt so alive. Athena smiled at him. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And the kick at the party is just beginning. This is your life now. So, what happens to Aries? I'm keeping my oath. I'm not killing him, but I have put things in motion so that he won't be a problem for us. Trust me. I do, Apollo said, feeling welcome. At that moment, Buster walked up to them. Everything is set, up and ready, he said. Excellent. I told you that you picked the winner, she said, reaching in her purse for her phone. She dialed the Crime Stoppers tip line. Yes, I'd like to report a crime. Artemis looked dumbfounded as Eddie picked up his iPad. What the hell is so funny? She demanded to know. The fact that you seriously think I would just let $50 million walk right out the door, Eddie stated confidently. You have no choice, she said, not completely sure. Neither do you, he said, pulling up the file, showing her a video clip. Artemis's jaw dropped as she watched Eddie flip through various sexual encounters that she had over the last couple of months. A sex tape with Ray J did wonders for Kim K, but a sex tape with me, nobody as you put it, would ruin the day you just started, or at least ensure that I get paid from a tabloid or two, Eddie said as he laughed. You'd be the next Montana Fishborn. Who? Exactly, he stated. You evil hota, she said in disbelief. You forgot smart or intelligente in your native tongue. I can't believe you recorded us. I can't believe you thought that you, Artemis D. King, a complete twit, could outsmart me. Artemis jerked his iPad from him and smashed it to the ground with pieces flying everywhere. She was enraged to say the least. I have backups on my secure servers. I can access the files any place on the globe. Plus, you can add a new iPad to your tab. Fuck you and your files and your servers, you imitation Steve Urkel. That would be a costly comment, Artemis, Eddie said, and then walked into his kitchenette. He was not concerned with her growing anger. What the hell are you talking about? She asked, following him. Since you now have access to all of your money, you are being such a bitch about everything. I think an extra 10 million would be a fair price to pay to make the videos disappear. He bent over in the fridge to get something to drink. Artemis was sick of Eddie. She felt used and disrespected. If Eddie felt he was going to push her around and she was going to let him, he was crazy. She wanted those sex tapes. They could damage her career. But she was not about to let him extort her. She was insulted and hated that Eddie had gotten the one up on her again. She was, of course, a king, and King didn't take any shit. Her first mind told her to walk away. The family lawyer was a pit bull and could probably legally force Eddie to turn over the recordings, but she didn't want to play this game with Eddie any longer. She needed immediate resolution. I want those videos, she said as she pushed Eddie as hard as she could into the fridge. He fell over and hit his head on one of the shelves. The impact caused the shelf to give way and all the items fell on the floor, along with Eddie himself. He came crashing down with all his groceries. Stupid bitch! Eddie screeched as he realized he was bleeding from the blow. Eddie scrambled to get up and almost fell again, but managed to get his balance and then he went up to Artemis. Oh shit! She exclaimed as she tried to get away. However, her heels didn't allow her to get very far. Eddie caught her and pushed her back. She fell forward and hit her head on the table. She fell to the floor. Artie! Eddie yelled immediately, regretting pushing her. Oh my God, I'm bleeding, Artemis said, noticing the blood. Mama Cat, that's my fault, he said, reaching over to touch her. No! Get off me! She screamed. She scrambled to get up and he tried to help her, but she pushed him off. She ran to the bathroom and locked the door. Eddie walked to the bathroom door and tried to get in. Artie, are you all right? Leave me alone, Eddie, she screamed. Okay, okay, just let me help you, he yelled back. You've done enough. You tried to hurt me, she said. She got her phone out of her pocket and called the one person who could help her. What's up, Artemis? Asked Athena on the first ring. Where are you? Artemis sobbed. Still at the party. What's wrong? Are you okay? I need some help. Artemis, are you crying? What happened? I'm hurt and I'm locked in the bathroom at Eddie's, she said with terror in her voice. She told Athena everything. Where does he live, Artemis? Athena ordered. Her voice was filled with an ice cold anger after hearing Artemis's version of the story. Artemis dropped her location to Athena's phone. Do not move. Do not leave the bathroom. Don't come out until I get there. Athena then hung up the phone. Artie, come out, please, Eddie said, knocking on the door. Eddie, just give me a few minutes, Artemis yelled back. She said, looking at the gash on her head. She was bleeding, but it wasn't as bad as she thought. Then she began to feel dizzy and nauseous and ran over to the toilet. She held her hair back and threw up. She couldn't stand the sight of blood. Wake up, motherfucker, yelled the voice. Artemis began to wake up. Aries began to wake up. He had a throbbing headache. His vision was blurry, but he recognized the barrel of a gun pointing at his face. That activated his fight or flight mechanism and sent a rush of adrenaline to his brain. His head cleared up almost instantly. He looked around and saw all the uniformed officers with guns drawn on him and wished that he were dreaming. Apollo Robinson, you are under arrest for murder, said an officer. Aries didn't know what the hell the man was talking about. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided to you, the officer recited. Aries sat up. He couldn't believe this was happening. Put your hands up, cocksucker, the officer ordered. Aries put his hands above his head. Cuff him, one officer holding the gun ordered. Another officer put the handcuffs on Aries and hoisted him up out of bed. What I don't understand is you have a good job, educated, never have so much as a traffic ticket, and you start killing women? What makes a man do that? The officer asked. Huh, Apollo? You talking to me? Aries asked blankly. I'm not Apollo. I'm Aries. Aries King. The detective chuckled. Yeah, and I'm the king of England. Get his asshole to the precinct and get CSI in his place, an officer said. Aries noticed the dead body as he was being escorted out of the door of the apartment and into the waiting police cars. He shook his head. He didn't understand how this could be happening. The last thing he remembered was being jumped from behind. That was right after the bitch that Buster had got for him stripped. Buster, he said to himself. He realized he had gotten caught slipping. Anything dealing with Buster always had Athena written all over it. He gritted his teeth in anger as he was driven away in the back of an NOPD squad car. There was a knock at Eddie's door, and he went over to answer it. Who is it? It was Athena. It's Athena King. I'm here to get Artemis, she said through the door. Eddie checked the peephole and confirmed it was indeed Athena, and then opened the door. Miss King, Artemis obviously called you, but it was all a very big misunderstanding. When the door opened wide enough, Buster pushed in and tackled Eddie. They both went crashing to the floor. Athena and Apollo came in and closed the door. Eddie attempted to fight back, but was absolutely no match for Buster's strength. But all his fighting came to an end when the barrel of Athena's pistol was stuck in his face. Artemis, Athena called out. Artemis then came out of the bathroom and ran into Athena's arms. She then ran into Apollo's arms, thinking it was Ares. Nigga, What was you thinking putting your hands on the king? Buster said, noticing how Artemis looked. I'm sorry, it was an accident, I swear, Eddie said, sweating profusely. He's lying, Primo, Artemis said. I understand you have been extorting my sister, Athena asked Eddie. She went to stand next to Buster and looked down at Eddie on the floor. Um, I know, um, Eddie stumbled to answer. Wrong answer. That's strike one, Athena said, and then shot Eddie in the right shoulder, and he cried out in pain. Do you know who she is, my nigga? I'll be careful of what I say, said Buster, warning Eddie to choose his words carefully. Apollo flinched at the gunshot. Eddie, I don't have this thing called patience. I don't even know what that means. Where are the videos? Asked Athena. They were on my iPad and Artemis smashed it up, Eddie answered nervously. Liar! You said that they were on your servers and that you could access them anywhere in the world, Artemis explained. Hmm. Another wrong answer. That's strike two, said Athena, holding two fingers and then shot Eddie in his other shoulder. Apollo looked away in fear while Eddie let out a blood boiling scream. He was now bleeding heavily. Eddie, so to destroy the videos, I have to destroy you, correct? Asked Athena. No, please. I'm sorry. Don't, please, Eddie said, crying and pleading for his life. That would be strike three, Eddie. You're out. Athena nodded to Buster, who placed his gun squarely on Eddie's forehead. Apollo's jaw dropped as he witnessed Buster squeeze the trigger and end Eddie's life. Athena, Apollo said, almost unable to stand it. He was not used to this, and the fact that he had witnessed two killings in the past week was almost too much. What? Asked Athena, as if she had done nothing at all. Buster was getting up. In front of Artemis? Apollo asked, really worried about himself. You deserved it, said Artemis with tears rolling down her face. Shush that crying, Artemis. I took care of it. You just go about your plans. Catch your plane and pretend like this never happened, Athena ordered. Apollo looked at Athena as if she were crazy. He could not put together how Athena was okay with what just happened. At that point, he truly feared Athena and seriously rethought about his intentions to go to the authorities on her. Ares, can you take Artemis to your loft? Get her cleaned up and then off to the airport in time for her flight? Asked Athena. Yeah, Apollo responded as he grabbed a blanket and put it around Artemis. Ares, Athena, I'm sorry about this, but I'm glad you both came together for a change and helped me out on this, Artemis said. Kings stick together, Athena said, looking at Apollo. Just remember our deal, and I'll make this disappear. Thanks, sis, Artemis said, and then left out with Apollo. Call the workers and have them eliminate every smidge of evidence. I want this place clean, and I want that computer at the bottom of the Mississippi River, Athena ordered. Buster began texting. On second thought, have Vanessa torch this place. Burn it to the ground and make it look accidental, she added. But what about the connected units? Athena stared icily. I hope that smoke detectors work. At that moment, Buster received a text. Athena, Apollo Robinson has just been arrested for 2 homicides. Good thing I found him a stunt double, she laughed. Buster laughed with her. She then called the Uber since Apollo and Artemis had left in the limo they arrived in. Marlin sat across the street from the apartment complex. He had allowed Buster, Athena, and who he thought to be Ares from the party in a stolen car. He witnessed Apollo and Artemis leave, and Artemis had a blanket wrapped around her. He thought she looked like she had been in a cat fight. The fact that Athena and Ares appeared to be hanging together was confusing to him and went against all the information he had on them. Then he saw her leave, Athena. He was still a little high from the time they had together. He thought about how good her pussy tastes. The average nigga would have tried to smash the gorgeous Aries, but he knew Athena's worth and knew her heart was more valuable than her ass. It took a lot of self-control because her pussy was so inviting, but she was the absolute baddest bitch he had ever met. Notwithstanding that he had already smashed her sister, and that added to the fact that he had to have her. Even her sister Artemis, who was beyond beautiful, couldn't compete with Athena in his eyes. He had heard stories about Athena being a stuck up bitch from everyone, but he didn't feel that from her. She had exposed her kitten side with him. He only met the lioness when she came, and then when she went right back to a softly purring kitten. Marlon sat back in his seat and realized that Athena King was consuming his thoughts. He laughed to himself. Marlon Gaines, sprung. I don't even sound right. He watched Athena catch an Uber and started to call her, but quickly dismissed the idea as he realized Buster was in the apartment with whoever was there before they got there. This might have been an opportune time to make his move. Marlon loaded his 45 and proceeded to exit the car and sneak across the street en route to the apartment. Once he had gotten across the street, he knelt and slowly walked to the apartment. It was nearly 5 in the morning, and there was not a soul on the streets in this area of the city. For that, he was thankful. Had they been in the projects, the residents would have been amped up and he would have to eliminate any witnesses. His luck turned sour, though, as a van pulled up in the parking spot and several men dressed in all black filed out of it. The men made their way into the apartment. Fuck, Marlon mouthed silently. He quickly made his way back to the car. Once in the car, he popped an ecstasy pill and a couple of caffeine tablets to stay up. He figured it was going to be a long night, and he intended to follow Buster until he got him. Checking his phone, which was on silent. He realized that he had missed a call from Athena. Marley immediately dialed her back, but her phone went straight to voicemail. Fuck, he said aloud. He had not wanted to miss her call. And scene. So that was chapter 15 of The Kingdom. And that concludes our read for tonight. So yeah, that was chapter 14 and 15 of The Kingdom, honey. I mean, yeah. I'm outdone, so I'm gonna drop the link over here in this chat in case anybody wants to read. I mean, well, wants to come up. You don't have to show yourself if you want to come up and chat about anything we just read this night. But how you guys like these two chapters? So we see Athena. You know what I'm saying? She done let that little hard side down and she had to lay down and get soft and get laid out. She let the man lay her out, honey. She was not playing. But she said, touch me on the inside, Paul, and say my name. I was over here weak. I was over here weak. But yeah, so we see now that the plan that they have for Aries to be out of the way, that was like a genius plan, right? So she had Apollo, you know what I'm saying, do his thug thizzle and try to be Aries, which everybody is taking. They think that that's who he is. Lord, and then he wake up with a barrel of a gun down his face, and he looking like, what in the world? Excuse me, but he thought of it. Aries did, and knew that Buster had something to do with it. So I hope that Marlon does not. I don't want Marlon to kill Buster, because I don't know, it's something about Buster that just like, I mean, I know I like that he protects Athena, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Vanessa, I got a little soft part for Vanessa because you know she was all on the street. She was a whole mess on the streets or whatever. And then he took her off the streets and did the little thing with her. And, you know, now she his old lookout. But that lady heartless too. She right here shooting people and things. Lord, Joanna say, child. Lord, Miss Tanya is shocked and surprised. Hey, Miss Marla. Lord, she said, this is a mess. It is a mess. It's a whole mess. Yes, it is a good one. It's a good one. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, so they eliminated Eddie. Now I'm glad they got rid of Eddie because now Eddie was a little smart. But what if Eddie called somebody and told somebody about the videos and say, well, in the event of my demise, this is what's gonna happen. So like I don't know about that. I'm kind of scared for that. But then y'all see that Artemis was throwing up. Now she said it was because of the sight of blood. But y'all know that Eddie had been depositing his babies inside of Artemis every time they went and had sex, right? Hi, sister. So we know that Artemis had done, you know what I'm saying? She was being filled up, and I don't even think she realized it, but she's throwing up now. So I think it's gonna be a little baby Eddie come out of this, but that's just my thoughts. That was just my thoughts. Oh Lord. Miss Marlon. She said when you read, oh Marlon, I was praying my neighbors weren't walking by listening. Marlon sounds a lot like Marlon through the door. Miss Marla, girl, you see, I had to cover my face. I was not ready for that one, honey. I was like, no. Hey, Josiah. Oh, my goodness. Listen, you think so, too? So I know I ain't the only one that think that Artemis about to have a little baby Eddie. But Eddie gone. Now, I'm going to need for Apollo / Aries, I'm going to need him to put a rod in his back because he around here being all scared and things. You knew what she said about Aries being a fool around here killing people and things, and now you want to be all you know, you want to be all scared and stuff, talking about killing people in front of Artemis. Artemis know what's going on. She been in this family before you, so yeah, she know they be killing people and stuff. That's why she called her sister, because she knew her sister was about to carry on. So you said, so you don't know yet, huh, Angela? I was blushing. I was blushing. Who was blushing? Girl, I wasn't blushing. What you talking about? Miss Tanya said every week is getting harder and harder, not going on ahead of you and continue reading. Girl, please go and put that book in between your box spring and your mattress and put a skirt around your bed so you do not get it. Okay. Don't read, Miss Tanya. Don't read. We coming. We only got 7 more days. And then you will hear another word from me. I can't. Lord, just oh, you were blushing too, huh, Angela? I know Angela was over there blushing. Child. Who was blushing? I wasn't blushing. What you talking about? But I don't know why, because I should be used to this by now, right? But I don't know. It just seems like the scenes get more and more. I don't know, boy. That scene with Artemis and Marlon was that was the hottest one. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. I ain't even gonna tell you my listen. I can't even put it out there like that. That scene with Artemis and Marlon in the back of that limousine. Okay. That was the one. Okay. I think that was the best scene in the book thus far. I don't know. I'm just saying. Lord, she said, you sure was. It got hot. That's why we took a break because that was the end of the chapter. That was the end of the chapter. Don't be doing me like that. Don't do me like that. We'll be back here next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Josiah. Yeah, every Monday until we don't have no more books to read. Oh, y'all, guess what? We got permission to read Uncle Tim's book, Murder in the Beast Sector. But I have to put that in rotation. He said somebody else was reading the book. I don't know if they're reading it or if they're just doing a review of the book. But the corner, okay, I don't care if 20 million people read the book. Can't nobody do it like me. Okay, we do it over here down at the corner. No, I don't know who the person is. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter because I'm still gonna do my thing, honey. Because if Wonder Bread cared about what Marita did with their bread, they would have never made their own bread, honey. And it's the same bread, yeast, risen up, okay? And they still all making their money. But, we still going to carry on and do our thing over here. Every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate y'all for joining us. And while I do my church announcements, make sure y'all please put y'all chocolate and y'all sun emojis in the chat. And for those of you that may be coming over here new, or you over there on listening on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, I don't know. But if you also listen on the podcast, what the chocolate and the sun emojis represent over here for the Almond Delights is love and happiness, but love and light, and that is what we all spread to one another over here, honey. We ain't with all that other thing. Nah, it's love and light over here. That's what we spread. But yeah, so if you are an author and you would like for me to read your book over here at the corner, you want to put your book into rotation, please email me at almondbrown09@gmail.com. Make sure you put in in the subject section, Almond Delights Reading Corner or something like that. You want me to read your book, let me know. And then you can also you can also gift me a book, give me the book or a book or some books. And in my P.O. Box, and that is Almond Brown 09, P.O. Box 1058, Starke, Florida, STARKE 32091. Look at my little quiet stand baby. Hey Pooh Bear. And hola mi hermosa Rosa. Saw you earlier. I don't know if you still gone. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/ Almond Brown 09. If you would like to hear this reading podcast style, please go over and follow me on my podcast. Subscribe to my podcast. If you would like to donate a monthly love offering for the podcast, you can do so if you would like. It's appreciated, but not required. Anchor.fm/ Almond Brown 09. Let me see it real quick. I'm gonna drop, and I know she probably dropping it in the chat. Appreciate it. Shout out to my alma bearers, aka my moderators, Shadia, Jada, Sephora, Dimps Design. Wait, no, Dimps ain't no moderator. Is she a moderator? Yeah, Dimps Designs. I'm sorry, sis. Dimps Designs. I am plus size, aka Tori Mom. I think I had D Vlogs, aka D1, as well as B Scales, honey. R.I.P. to B Scales. That's my baby, honey. I'm still gonna always rep her. If you would like to join our membership, I just dropped the link in the chat for the members. If you would like to join the membership, it's only $4.99 a month. That is you showing love to this channel and, saying that you would like to support us, any way you see fit. Like I said, it's appreciated, but it's not required. Shout out to the winners of our members giveaway, which was Angela and Sephora. So they won their candles. Sephora should be getting hers sometime this week. And then Angela should also be getting hers sometime this week as well. So everything can be all together. So yeah, shout out to them. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for listening to the read. Don't forget, on Saturday nights we do have our Munchies and Movies watch party at 9:00 p.m. over here. Yes, honey. Yes, we love her. We love her. And I do talk to her daughters, her oldest daughter. I do talk to her once a week, and I, do what I can or whatnot. So, but yes, shout out to V Scales, love you, boo. But yeah, Saturday nights 9 p.m. And so Soap and Wash pick the movies. Since Halloween is on Sunday, I know y'all want to watch a whole comedy, but somebody did suggest we do like a horror-thon. So, I got it, Polo. I'm gonna get it. So when it's gonna be horror movies. So if you're scared of horror movies, still come. Okay, get under your covers, wrap up, honey, pray to the gods above, and come and watch us during our watch nights. When I tell you those watch nights have been like, I don't know, we've been having so much fun during the watch parties. If you would like to watch it on your phone, you have to download the app. It's free to join. You just sign up. You can use your YouTube name, and so that way everybody will know who you are over there. And so everybody will stay acclimated. But we do have people, I don't know, that may come from over Twitch and be over there, commingling with us. But we was deep last week. Now I ain't gonna lie. Now Saturday night. Y'all came through Saturday night, baby. We was in that thing deep. We was in that thing deep, honey. Yes, you can do scary movies, girl. With what you do, you should be able to do scary movies. Oh, you say you can do scary movies. I say you can't. You can't do all y'all can do scary movies, child. But yeah. So soap and wash is the one. Is that what I said? That what it sound like I said? I can't. Is that what it sound like I said? Y'all know I got a little southern twang, honey. It did sound like I said a horror. You so silly, Louie. She said I don't watch scary movies. I'm too player for that, but I will be there not watching though. Oh Lord. Y'all better come and watch. But he picked the movie, so I got to go in there and see if it's available for the free. Otherwise, he did choose some other movies that's not scary. Yes, you can, Shadil. I knew that's probably what you meant. You can do scary movies. Don't play. But also, you guys, let me pull up this. So on Wednesday nights, Polo and myself, we do a panel. It's called Around the World with Us, featuring Almond Brown and Polo, the creator. We will be over on her channel. Let me see. Let me find the link to her channel. But we will be over on her channel on Wednesday night at what we said, 9:00, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we over there and we talk about everything, world news, backyard news, honey, backyard again type of things. We be over there doing it, and we've been having good, successful lives. So this will be our third week doing it. And you guys have been coming through and doing the darn thing for us. You sent me you say you sent me an email about a story. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't respond back to it. Lord, hold on, Miss Marla. And see, this what be happening with me. I be responding in my head, but not typing it. So I saw your email, but I thought I responded back, but it was just in my head. I must have been moving around. But I think that one we already did. So I'm gonna go back and see if we talked about that one. But I think with that one, we already talked about it this past Wednesday. So no, Jada, every week we rotate. So this last week we were on my channel. So next week, well, this Wednesday, we're gonna be on Polo's channel at 9:30 p.m. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 8:30 Central and 7. That's 6:30 over on the West Coast time. But yes, you guys have been coming through and letting us know how you guys like the show. And shout out to y'all for leaving the comments. Listen, I am so proud of y'all because y'all came back and left comments under that community post about that movie. So just like y'all did with that, when we end this, what do I tell you guys to do? Exit out of the chat, refresh your feed, and then leave a comment up under this post, up under this video. Okay? Up under this video. Leave a comment and let me know how y'all like this, and let everybody else know how you guys like this this read this week. Yes, we thank you all for the support. And yes, Miss Joanna, it's 6:30 for you. So that's early, child. I'll just be finishing cooking or something at 6:30 my time. But yeah, so that's when every Wednesday night, unless something comes up. And we may, so I'm gonna say it now. I guess I'll say it now, and then I'll ask you guys how you guys want it presented. Okay, so I told you guys before, my sister does t-shirts. Oh, I should have brought them in here because I did some as well. But my sister does t-shirt designs. So we're going to present you guys with some of the shirts and the designs that we all have, that we both have, and you guys will be able to you can place your orders for the shirts. I don't know if we're going to let you guys know what size and colors that we have on hand. That way we can get it out to you guys, because you say, let's see what, oh, Lord, didn't that mean I got to get up? Hold on real quick. I'm going to go get the shirts that I just made. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me do the, hold on. Do I want to do a 30? Let me do a 30 and I'm going to run. Hold on. Let me get off camera so y'all won't see me running. Ready, set, go. Oh, child. I couldn't run that fast. I couldn't run that fast, honey. Whew, it's hot. But so we're gonna do you talk about don't laugh. I mean don't fall. I ain't gonna fall. But no, we're gonna do that as well as if we're gonna have time, I'll present my hats again. The fedoras that I sell. Shout out to y'all that already purchased some fedoras, as well as the shirts that I made. You would believe I fractured my right wrist. Oh Lord, girl. Yeah, because you can't do nothing without being able to lift up that press. But this is one of the shirts that I made, and I just did this right before I came on here. Hold on, let me move this banner. Let me see if I can move it. Let me see if I can move my banner. Lord, how do I move my name? Girl, I don't know how to move my name. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can figure it out. Oh, there you go. I'm going to turn it off for now. So this is one of the shirts I made, and yes, I know we're early, but hey, for the love of Christmas, honey, we got us a whole black Santa. And for those of you that may have to listen on the podcast, you can exit now if you would like to, because I'm not talking about the book anymore, and I'm not doing any more church announcements. So thank you so much for listening over on the podcast. Senior 2022. Oh, I love this. If I had locks, I would wear this, but I don't. And y'all know I'm a loctician, so a lot of my shirts too, well, not these right here, but they will be lock related. But it said glasses make me sexy, honey. Locks make me dangerous. So if you are a person you know that has locks, tell them to hit me up. And this shirt is red, so you probably can't really tell. But this says teach, love, inspire. So I made this that's for my son's teacher. And this is for the kids, if you have any children. Hold on, let me get back to your comments, share. Young and gifted. Look at my sister. She talking about, yes, you better come through, sis. I told you I was over here pressing, y'all. I'm over here pressing, y'all. So young and gifted. This one says, Alexa, do my homework. So if y'all got any children, honey, that want Alexa to do their homework, put your orders in. Put your orders in, okay? This is for the guys or the girls. Sundays are for Jesus and football. And these shirt, let me see. This is a large, so if you like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to purchase a shirt, then you can. Sundays are for Jesus and football. This one says, I will teach you in a room or a Google Classroom. I will teach you here or there. I will teach you because I care. And then at the bottom it says, teacher. So this is another one for a teacher. So if you love your teacher or you are a teacher and would like a t-shirt, please let me know. I will, oblige. This one is for someone. I'm not going to say who. Even in the midst of my storm, I see God working it out for me. Beautiful. Beautiful is me. This one says, yes, I'm a Christian, but I'm from the south side of the kingdom. Don't play with me. Period. Yes, I love this, honey. I love it. Oh, wait. No, those are empty shirts. And I picked up a whole darn pile of shirts. This is purple. You cannot see it. This is like a royal purple. It looks blue on camera. And it says living testimony. I am a living testimony. I should have been dead and gone. And this one, I love this one. It says, if you won't stand behind our troops, feel free to stand in front of them. Period. Okay. This is blue. Now this crazy because this look blue. This is blue, but this look even more blue. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah. So this is what I pressed tonight. So if you see anything that you like, let me know, because you know what I'm saying, they can be done. They can be done. But Wednesday, we're going to try to do a live showcasing some of our designs, and we will let you guys know the colors and the sizes that we already have on hand. Otherwise, if we have to purchase other shirts, of course it'll be a pre-order if we have to order any more shirts of the colors that we don't have. But we're presenting you guys with something. If we want to, girl, am I doing sublimation? That is not my job. That's not my job. I ain't doing none of that. I leave that to my sister. She does all of that. I ain't stepping on no toes, baby. I stay in my lane. I ain't got time to do it. No, ma'am. I ain't doing that. So, but I'll let you guys know we're gonna try to do it on this Wednesday, and it will be before my live with Polo. So if we can do it, I'm gonna talk to my sister. But it will be on a Wednesday. But if we can do it, it'll be this Wednesday, probably around 6 or 6:30, something like that, because I want us to be able to have time to do that before I have to go into my other show with Polo. So hopefully that one can last maybe about an hour, maybe two. It depends on how we do. So we're gonna if we do the way we're doing it, we may do it like I know y'all see those people that do those paparazzi jewelry, right? That paparazzi jewelry when they got y'all got a number and they say, and child, this is a card from David Buster's, the Minions. But yeah, so you be like, oh, this shirt right here. If you want this shirt right here, what you doing your eyes like that for, girl? Am I talking too much? Dimps, you better tell me, because I be talking. Am I telling too much? No, I don't think so. But we'll do it like the shirts will be numbered. So we'll know which design you may want for your. Well, how you gonna do your eyes like that now? You said you was gonna already be here. I got to work. How is that late? I have to work now. I don't get off work. I don't. I gotta get my son at 5:30. You talking about that's late? We got to work on my time, baby, sister. Well, ain't you? You ain't my baby sister, but you are because you're older than me. But I'm just saying that's not late. I have to work. So either we gonna do it at that time or we got to find another day. But that is the only day that I can do it. Yeah, we'll talk. Look, don't be trying to act like a big sister over here now. Don't do that. Don't be doing that now. Girl, you no ma'am. But yeah, so we'll be like, oh, for this right here, this will be put in the chat if you want this one, say BAM001 or something like that, and then that person gets it. And then you'll be able to pay via Cash App or PayPal. She has PayPal. I have a Cash App. We're not doing I don't have I have Zelle, but I have to see if I can change my email address and all the other stuff, because I think that's the only way you can do it. And my Zelle is connected to my real name and all that other stuff. So but people can attest. Polo is here. TC is not here. Prayed Up isn't here. It's other people on here that can attest that yes, you paying through Cash App, but you're gonna get your stuff. So Polo, I need you to stand up. Okay, let the people know. Just because you paid through Cash App don't mean you ain't gonna get your stuff. You send me your address, you're gonna get your stuff. I send you your tracking number. As soon as I send it off in the post office, I sit in my truck and I message you back, whichever way you communicated with me. I message you back and I will give you your things. I don't play by people's money. I don't play by people's stuff because I don't want you playing by my stuff or my time, my money, none of that stuff. Okay. It is what it is. You like the South Side one, Miss Marley girl? What size you wear? Let me know which one you want now. I don't know if this is the last one I got, Miss Marla. Let me see. This one is this is the only color shirt that I have though with this one. This is extra large. But you let me know if you want it. Okay, thank you. Please let them know. Let them know. And she ain't just saying that because she my co-host, because that was before we even started doing videos together that she had ordered. She got her stuff. But yeah. So let me know, Miss Marla, what size shirt, you know what I'm saying? If you want to order one, hit me up. You know how to contact me, girl. But I got you. But this video done went a whole totally different place. You know, in a whole totally, and I'm supposed to be doing my video with my hats. Oh my God, I cannot. I don't have time. I can't do it tonight because I got to sit here, record and edit. So that's what I'm doing when I get off of here with y'all. So, but anyways, if you guys have no more questions for me, because I feel like I'm rambling now. I'll let you guys know if it's gonna be a go 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 on Wednesday. So she'll talk to me. She'll talk to me. That's okay. What you say? That's okay. Make it profitable. You got new hats. No, I ain't got no new hats because ain't nobody pay. I told you I was gonna do pre-orders. The ones that everybody said they wanted, I went and found them. I went and found them. But then I added them to my cart. But when I went back to get it, they were gone. They were gone. So I have to go back there and look. But I didn't want to keep ordering all those hats and then everybody was hollering out all these colors and stuff that they said they wanted, but ain't nobody else contact me and say, hey, you got hats? Can I pay for my hat? The colors that I said I wanted? Ain't nobody did that. So I figured ain't nobody want no hat because y'all ain't saying that. So I have the ones that I have left from the last show, but I have to do a video. I don't know if it's just gonna be an upload. It may just be an upload because I want to show the video somewhere else, so I may do just the upload. I don't think I'm gonna go live. I probably need a bigger size. I'll be in touch. You know, I ain't going nowhere. Okay, Miss Marla. Okay, and let me know if it's a, do you like this color shirt? Because if so, I'll have to get another shirt this color. Because this is the only one that I had left of the color of this shirt. So just let me know if you like that color or what. So, but yeah. I do want to order some more hats. Like I did find like the leopard print one. I couldn't find like the African print, but I found the leopard print one, the tangerine orange one that TC wanted, the blue one that she asked for. Like I found most of them, but the gold one I couldn't find that one. Sephora asked about that one, like a rose gold one. They didn't have that either. You know, I don't think they got that far yet with the color creations, but. Yep. So you guys let me know what it is, what it ain't. But I will talk to y'all later. Like I appreciate y'all for coming over here and joining me for this read. Make sure y'all come back. Go Wednesday and subscribe. I like the color. I'm a purple fan. Okay. But make sure y'all go and subscribe to Polo's channel so you guys can get your notifications. I'm sure she's gonna set up the live tomorrow so you guys can hit the reminder on there for you guys to know when she's going to go live, when we're going to go live. We have our stories. If you guys have a story that you know that's in your backyard, somebody else's backyard, over across seas somewhere, hit us up. You can send it to me on Instagram, almondbrown09. You can email it to me as well, almondbrown09@gmail.com. Girl, I forgot my email address already. You can email it to me at almondbrown09@gmail.com, and we will read it and oblige, and we'll give you guys our opinions and our thoughts on it. Our opinions and thoughts are not necessarily facts. So if you come over here, please don't get offended by anything that we may say if it does not line up with the way you may feel about a situation. We are all human beings. We all have our own minds, and we're all free thinkers. I, for one, am one. You know, my thoughts and opinions may not line up with everybody else's on. It may not line up with my co-host on, but guess what? We're afforded that, and it's okay. And guess what? She gonna be back over here on my channel next week, even if we don't agree on whatever. I don't know. You know, we haven't found nothing that we really disagreed on. I don't think too hard, but you know, that's part of the show, part of doing stuff with other people, but. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later, child. Let me go ahead and get my mind right. Just turn this fan on for this read. Well, no, I can't turn the fan on because then you'll be able to hear it. So I got to be hot. Turn these lights off. But I love you guys. Like I always tell you guys, smile at somebody, it'll change their day, honey. It may even change your day. Even with a mask on, we can still see it in your eyes, honey. I love you guys with the love of God. And there is what, honey? Nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.
Thank you all for joining another episode of Almond Delights Reading Corner. I pray that you enjoyed yourself and you're relaxing your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. Come back and join us again next week as we continue our reading. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Be blessed and enjoy your evening.